I'm curious about where you want to head with data logical theory. Does it have any practical applications, or what is it, and how did it emerge? Like, why did you create that theory, and how did it come about?
So as to the practical applications part of it, I kind of see that in two ways. So the first way, I think this is maybe the most practical kind of application for it is, and it's something that I've actually observed happen in relationships, my personal relationships, which is so. For instance, the specific examples that I'm thinking of are people who are taking too much psychedelics, and there's a kind of a way that can totally disorient you, and you don't know what's going on, and you need something to grab onto, like a raft, to keep you afloat, so that you don't start drowning and like, holy shit, like what the fuck is happening,
Right.
Um, and in that respect, I've seen it work quite well. And I see that as kind of a special case of a more generalized function that it has, which is, existential crises and existential disorientation. It's the kind of thing that, everybody experiences at some point in their life. And that kind of anxiety and uncertainty can lead to a cascade where, if you're not able to ground out in something that you can trust, then that uncertainty can cascade to everything, to the point where it's very, very distressing, and you feel like there's no ground beneath your feet and you're falling, and so one of the ways that I see it as having utility is as providing like a little piece of dirt, that someone can return to and say, okay, of this I feel sure. Here I can stand and look around and get my bearings again without feeling like I'm being swept away. And the other way that I think it has a quite substantial utility in the long run is it serves as a kind of a frame for, like, you could think of like the border of a puzzle, And once you have the border in place, it's a lot easier to figure out where the different pieces go. And so, in terms of, I would think of it, I guess, as a way of guiding alternative theories in science and other areas of philosophy by giving us an idea of what the total context. That's how I would see the border, as the total context of all the different theories. And yeah, helping to sort of guide this theory selection.
What I hear when I hear you say all that is, one, it's an antidote to existential crisis, and two, it's a framework for, let's just say, it has the potential to catalyze society and to bring order to
Mhm.
chaos.
Yeah, it's
And
integrated in that way.
exactly, yeah.